Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in, checking us out today. This is Clayton Johnson, and we're here about 10 days out from the USA Bodybuilding Competition out in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to be filming one of my last back training sessions here today with Flex Online here at Bev Francis Powerhouse Gym in Syosset, New York, right before we get to leave. So stay tuned, check it out. We got a great workout coming up for you, and I hope you learn a lot, and thanks for watching. Enjoy. Hi, this is Clayton Johnson here with Flex Magazine, filming one of my last back training sessions 10 days out from the USA Bodybuilding Competition out in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're filming here today at Bev Francis Powerhouse in Syosset, New York. We're going to start off today with some underhand chin-ups. Now you can see here I do this movement a little bit differently by putting a preacher curl handle up here into the attachment. Normally start off with anywhere from 5 to maybe 10 or 15 sets of chin-ups. Sometimes vary different grips, but today we're going to stick with just an underhand grip. And the main focus, as you'll notice, is sort of the trend through the entire training session, is we try to go for a 1/1000 hold on all the peak contractions. Really helps to get in there with a slow negative and explosive movements. And then after some underhand chins, really focusing on that contraction, those slow negatives, really helps to get into the lats, and that contraction there really helps to just fill them up with blood. Every time I do a hold, I sort of think of holding my thumb over a garden hose, you know, just really sort of gets the blood in there and gets that insane pump that we all like to get when we're training. Especially when you're pre-contest, you're fighting for that pump, fighting for every striation, everything you can. The diet's still pretty good. Strength is still pretty high, as you'll see today. Not quite as strong as in the off season, but I'm happy with some of the numbers we're moving today. After some chin-ups, which is always a staple of my workout routine. A lot of times we'll do a lot of weighted chin-ups, but here at 10 days out, we're getting plenty of resistance with just my own body weight. So we're going to move on to some barbell rows. I usually switch these up between close grips, wide grips, overhand, underhand. Today, as you can see, it's mainly an underhand grip. Sets of about 10 to 12, sometimes 15 reps. But the main focus is on that 1/1000 contraction hold with a slow negative. My main focus is always with the mind-muscle connection. I sort of think about going through my poses, try to mimic them as I go through my workout in my training sessions. Each set, sort of increase the weight until I feel my strength start to drift a bit. And then sometimes I'll finish up with one set, a little higher reps, just to make sure we get as much blood in there as possible. I've always believed that there's 3 main movements to every back session. You've got a lot of your pull downs or chin-ups, various types of row movements, and pullover movements. And I feel as long as you're going through each one of those, you're able to hit the back from each and every angle. Maybe get 2 or 3 movements in of each. So today we're going to go from the barbell row over to some dumbbell rows. Now, I've always kind of felt that try to keep these as heavy as possible, just as a staple of my program. So for me, love it over here at Bev's, just because of the 200-pound dumbbells. Makes a big difference. Been doing them for years. Of course, as we get a little bit closer to the show, the reps aren't quite as high as in the off season, where I'm pushing sometimes 25 reps plus. Today, I think the reps are mainly around 10. Focus, make sure I get that deep stretch, really get in there, and then try to explode right into a contraction. Then from there, I'm going to move on to a hammer strength movement. Sort of mimics the dumbbell row. And from here, I'll go to single arm. The reason why being this followed after the dumbbell rows is just because I find I can really focus on the contraction, really get in there and focus on those holds with some of the hammer strength equipment, especially pre-contest. As you can see, my strength is still pretty decent. We're getting right in there for those holds, and as soon as they get tough, I just fight for every rep, every half, quarter rep as possible. So we'll go through the one arms, and then we'll wrap it up with one final set with a 2-arm row, and just fighting for failure. You can see I'm just fighting for every rep possible. Get in there, take advantage of every single set possible just to bring the absolute best package I can to the stage. And that's always the goal. And then from here we'll hop into a pullover machine, where once again the emphasis is on a deep stretch at the beginning of every movement, sometimes even a hold or a 1/1000 there just to really get the blood in there, and then explosive right into that contraction. I think it wrapped up about 6 sets here today. The last set going for a drop set, just to get as much as I can, make sure these lats are, every muscle fiber has been fired, and complete and total failure. This year I'm super excited and fired up coming into the 2013 USA Bodybuilding Competition out in Las Vegas. This will be my 3rd year competing at the USA's. 2 years ago was my first. Came in at 7th place. Last year came back and moved up 3 placings to 4th place, which felt fantastic to get in that top 5, get that posing routine and bring home some hardware. It was absolutely fantastic. I'm proud to say I'm working with George Farrell once again. We've been a great team going back since 2010, and we're both real excited about how things are coming in to Vegas this year. So it was a great workout today. I really want to thank Flex Magazine and, of course, always Bev Francis Gym and Powerhouse. Steve and Bev are always so supportive. So they've been fantastic, taking great care of me the last couple of years over here training at the national level. Just real excited to bring the best package I can this year to the USA's. So stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. See you in about 10 days.